Welcome back to Better Kansas City. A new year and a new decade, that is bringing with it new energy. Get ready to do the work and harness the power for positivity. Astrologer and life coach Quan Tracy Cherry is here to share with how the stars and planet will affect us in 2020. So welcome back, Quan.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year,
Yeah.
Happy New Decade. And we've got a lot to look forward to in 2020.
Yes, we do. First of all, this is a year for us to have strategic and mature communication. We have the planet of love and value and how we relate to others. That's Venus. It goes retrograde in May 12th, 13th for 6 weeks.
Okay, so let's bring this up because so many of us may be familiar with maybe Mercury in retrograde,
Yes.
but Venus in retrograde, this doesn't happen all the time.
No, once every 18 to 19 months. So it is a time period where retrograde say we must reevaluate what that planet means. So we reevaluate love, our values. Venus is the symbol of women, you know, the circle above the cross, right? And so it's time to appreciate the women in your life and to be very clear that, you know, stop. The love you save may not be your own. So it's important during those 6 weeks to check in and make sure that the people around you that you're showing love and concern for them.
Okay, well, I like what you're saying, and
Yeah.
I think that that's just good for humanity
Period,
and
yes.
any of us.
Yes.
But let's talk about how each element relates to a discipline.
Okay, well, discipline, certainly the fire element, Aries, Leo, and Sag, you're here to get us going, you know, and so.
We got to do the spark.
Yes, and
Yeah.
the Leos, I think, will have the most challenging year in the sense that if you don't have the goals you really want, you may say, I'm not doing it, you know, dropping the mic and going home. Sagittarius, it's a really good year for them to learn how to manage their money and their time better.
Okay.
Then the earth element, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn, they're all about structuring us, getting us to realize what are our responsibilities. And even this lunar eclipse coming up, it's about responsibility, responsibility to our families and to our jobs.
Okay, all that sounds really good. As a Leo, I'm going to say there will be no mic dropping on
No
Better
mic
Kansas
drop?
City.
Okay, no mic drop.
Okay, so what matters in 2020 to each element and each element group?
Okay, the Aries, it matters that they figure out a way to really change and project what they want for their career.
Okay.
Leo, it's about the structure.
And these are all the fire signs
These are
we're
all
touching
fire.
on, yeah.
And in Sag, it's about the money. Then the Earth people, Taurus, because Venus is in retrograde those 6 weeks in spring, Taurus may need to understand what matters to them, not what matters to other people.
Okay,
You
and
know,
why is
so
that so important right now?
Because the Taurus energy can get so caught up in, am I taking care of other people, you know, giving them the money they need, giving them the structure they need, and they have to come back and realize that it's time for them to maybe do more self-care.
Yeah.
And then Capricorn is, I think, the toughest in terms of wanting to understand how to project their identity into the world, you know, because they're the grown-ups of the zodiac, right? And in air, it's all about anxiety for the future, certainly about, you know, our state in the world. So the Gemini, Libras, and Aquarius people, it's important for them to journal or maybe do some breath work and meditation, yoga, anything to slow the mind down.
Okay, and real quick before we go, you know, how can we all use this information to stay grounded in 2020?
I think the best way we can do it is by pausing, by asking the question, what is the other person thinking or feeling, or what are they really trying to say to us? And because we're all having to grow up. That's what 2020 is about. It reduces to a 4. 4s are about living within time and space limitations. We just gotta grow up.
Okay, it's kind of like do the most with what you have and the time you have.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much, Quan. I really
welcome.
appreciate it.